Good morning, true crime friends. Listen, the unthinkable has happened. I'm sick. I never get sick. You know what's funny though? I don't know if it's that I never get sick or if even though I don't feel good, I have too many things to do, so I just go do them anyway. I don't know. I feel terrible. Not like I'm not going to keel over or anything, but I definitely need some rest. And so I am going to take it today. But I have, as always, been cuddled up here in my blanket because I'm hot and I'm cold and my stomach feels terrible. You know I got some coffee though, right? Because what am I without coffee? So I will still be exploring true crime, although from my bed. I will not be out in these true crime streets today. You know where I will be though. You know I'm gonna be over on the 13th juror because I'm always on the 13th juror. Hey, Brandy girl, good morning. Hey, good morning, 13th juror gossips, 13th gossip jurors, 13th gossips. I don't know, but people who watch Miss Brandy Churchwell, who should change her name to Brandy Chartwell, and me as well. Hey, y'all. I will be over on 13th juror today because this trollop who unalived her child by leaving with a hot car death. Look, now I'm suddenly getting energy because you know I love me some good gossip and I love me some true crime. I think it might be healing me. What's her name? Rita Pangalangan. She takes the stand today. Honey, I am living for this testimony. Living. What is she going to say? Is she going to be like, it didn't seem that hot to me. I adored my child. I would never hurt her. You know, my boyfriend over there, Mr. Larry King Jr., not the Larry King with the suspenders, but Larry King with the bugs in his crotch. I just, yes, I had been fornicating with other people who weren't him, but I decided that I would like to fornicate with him on a more regular basis, and so I ignored my helpless child so that I could go make up with him and enjoy a bit of marital congress, even though the way he was adjusting his family jewels, it is very, very clear that whatever was happening in his pants had legs and feet. I'm just saying, he probably needed a shot or a cream or one of them fine tooth combs. Something about that boy ain't right. Now listen, we all know he has found Jesus down there at the prison and he's getting his life together and he's just like, praise God, I'm clean and sober now, and hallelujah, I have some time together and I'm just trying to do the next right action. Oh, glory. You remember Fred Sanford? I'm old, but I know. I see the demographics on this channel. Some of y'all is old too. Remember Sanford and Son back in the day? They had that super religious auntie, Aunt Esther, and she would be having a regular conversation. She'd be like, oh, glory. That's what I expect this man to do. I expect him to be like, I am no longer using that narcotic. Oh, glory. And the Lord has healed me from my desire to date women who ain't no good and to unalive children and to do bad things, to use meth. These people get on my nerves. It is clear in my mind that they will be convicted, but I am keeping an open mind, although my mind is not so open that I think they didn't do this, mostly because there's videotape showing them doing it. So how open does your mind have to be? Why did this trial even, for the life of me, sometimes I'm like, boo-boo, you needed a plea. You needed a plea worse than anybody ever saw in my life. Any plea they offered you, you should have just taken it as a gift and been like, okay, thank you. I'm not going to get LWOPed. I'm not going to be in prison for life without the possibility of parole. Please and thank you. Let me go on and get my bologna casserole situation together, and I'm going to take my behind on off to prison, because after this trial comes out and it's going to be on court TV and we all get to see Judge Newman, you know how much we love Judge Newman, and whatever Judge Newman says goes. So we're going to be like, Judge Newman, you see these idiots, right? You see what they did to this baby? Okay. We're going to sit here while you patiently and calmly, in all of your wisdom, read them for the filth that they are, because trust and believe these people are filth. They just, I can't. Additionally, I will be doing further research on the 8 passengers case, and 8 passengers apparently was the name of a popular YouTube channel by an LDS mom. Y'all LDS folks are taking a beaten out here in these true crime streets. Oh my goodness. So this is one of these mommy bloggers who was going to tell you how to raise your kids, even though she don't know you or them. She had all the perfect solutions and all the perfect everything. Now this heifer has been arrested because of course she has. She's been arrested for child abuse. She's neglected her children. She has starved her children. She kept several of them tied up with duct tape. They had serious injuries on their body that were not being treated. This woman's family has come out to the press and was like, we're glad she got arrested because what she was doing, we know she ain't no good. Your family is coming out? One of her philosophies, look, the gossip is energizing me. Maybe I need to have a channel about the healing properties of gossip, or maybe just the healing properties of doing what you love. One of her philosophies was that it was wrong to lust after your husband. What? Who are you supposed to lust after if not your partner? Like, that's where your lust is supposed to go. You can't just be lusting after random strangers and then putting like life insurance on your husband and feeding him methamphetamine in his coffee or whatever, however you plan to unalive him. That you're not supposed to do that. Your lust is supposed to go after your partner, whether it's your legal husband or not. The person that you have joined hearts with or whatever, that's where your lust is supposed to go. Who are you supposed to lust after if not your partner? Random strangers on the street, the mailman, the Amazon delivery person, because you know Amazon at your house as much as they at my house. Some of them delivery drivers, well, I haven't seen one that's cute yet. You know who's cute? UPS. I have a thing for, I'm down with the brown. Listen, I don't know what it is. The little brown socks and the little brown shorts in the summertime. I'll be like, hey, UPS, how you doing? You got a package for me? Looks like you got a package. Anyway, I told y'all I used to be a little bit of a garden tool back in my youth. You know, I got delivered from that, right? I was delivered from the evil of garden toolery, but there may be a little residue. I got a little, just a little residue over here on the side. A residue of Hodem remains. But I think about UPS drivers and I direct all my lust towards my delightful husband the way I should. Isn't that the way wouldn't Blanche want that for us? The Golden Girl Blanche, you know who I'm talking about. Our most prized deity, Blanche. She would want us to direct our garden toolery towards our partners because that's just right. So I'm looking into that case. A bunch more Shirley Strawberry jail phone call tapes have come out. So, I fell asleep listening to those last night because what kind of bedtime story is a bedtime? Like a good bedtime story includes a jail phone call. If your name is Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo, because I had to do a complete and thorough background check. And for those who don't know, Lord, now this was going to be literally a 1-minute video. Before I started recording, I was like, ooh, how am I going to stretch this to 1 minute, considering how terrible I feel? And now we at 8 minutes, but y'all, I got to tell you about this Miss Shirley Strawberry. So, Shirley Strawberry married this man 7 years ago, 8 years ago, and he went to prison for being a scammer. Okay. That happens, I guess. I hope it don't happen to me. It hasn't happened yet. But I'm not that easy to get along with. People used to say when I was single, you're playing hard to get. I wasn't playing. I was hard to get. I was incredibly difficult to get. And my husband knows the prize that he has. And I know the prize that I have in him. So Miss Shirley Strawberry held out for these last 20 years being single, whatever. And when she finally hooks up with somebody, she has horrible taste in men. This man is a fool. He's playing her for a fool. And we have all the videotapes, not the videotapes. We have all the audio tapes of his jail phone calls. Oh, he's sweet talking Miss Shirley. Shirley, baby. Oh, you know everybody's trying to get me. Everybody's out to get me. It's just me and you against the world, baby. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. He's talking to her so sweet. He got this woman throwing her child under the bus. Shirley Strawberry has a daughter named Sheridan, and Shirley is talking trash about Miss Sheridan all up on these tapes. And I'm like, this is horrible. I need to hear every single word. That's what I fell asleep to last night. But of course, since I fell asleep, I didn't get to hear the whole thing. So now I have to go back today while I'm awake and hear the whole thing. I also need to buy some groceries. And so, I might throw on a mask in case I have the vid and go on over to the ShopRite and pick up my groceries while I'm listening to the whole Shirley Strawberry debacle. But she talking crazy about her child, which in my book, you garbage. You talking crazy about your... Now listen, Will your kids get on your nerves? Oh, your kids gonna get on your nerves. They gonna spend your money. They gonna give you gray hair. They gonna give you a headache. Trust and believe. Mine moved into his college dorm on the 3rd floor walk up with no deodorant. That is criminal. I was trash talking him that day. That funk got on me, and I just What is the opposite of getting the Holy Ghost? Catching the devil? I must have caught the devil, because I was like, boy, keep your arms down. Now, did I cuss him? Did I talk crazy about him? No, I did not. I did say he stank. I told him to his face, listen, I'm not a girl who's going to talk behind your back. Okay. Unless you're like a celebrity or whatever, because then I'll talk about you behind your back. Because what's the likelihood that you following some big mouth, gossip from New Jersey? But anyway, in my real life, there is very little that I would say behind your back that I wouldn't say to your face. And if you know me for real, you know that's true. So I don't spend a whole lot of time biting my tongue. I do not suffer fools. I do not suffer foolishness at all. So those who know me can tell you, if you're going to be around Miss Kathy, you're going to have to govern yourself accordingly, because she's going to let you know. So anyway, your kids might talk crazy to you. And honest to Pete, I hope that Shirley, whatever she had to say on these jail phone calls that she knew were being recorded, I hope these are things she said to her daughter, and they have had some sort of conversation, or explanation, or come to Jesus moment, whatever it is, actual Jesus, not any of our replacement deities. That relationship go need actual Jesus and other higher authorities like Bush's baked beans and actual God. So, Hebrew National. Look, I throw food in everything. Who reports to a higher authority? Hebrew National, the hot dogs. They report to a higher authority, according to their commercials. Anyway, hey, Bush's baked beans. So, that relationship gonna need all kinds of healing, because Shirley's out here talking real super reckless about her child, and we are all now listening to it. And then in the very next phone call, her husband, who she was like, oh, I love him, isn't he the greatest, was talking to another woman twice as often as he was talking to her, talking crazy about Shirley and talking about how pretty this other woman's lady humps are. Okay. Also, what is the appeal of a man in jail? I mean, you know where he's at, but that would be the end of any appeal that I could find. If he's wrongly convicted, that's terrible. And I might even buy the t-shirt to be at the candlelight vigil. Boo-boo, I'm going to see you when you get out. All this, you can't be in prison and think you're going to get that. Nah, that's not how that goes. Shout out to my brothers and sisters who are watching this on contraband cell phones in the prison. I hope you have a nice day. Enjoy your bologna for breakfast. But look, I'm not about that life. So I need to do more Shirley research. I need to do more 8 passengers research. AJ something or other, this black kid who got convicted of killing his parents. And I was like, he's wrongly convicted. Now, the more I hear the evidence, I'm like, oh, okay. I might do a deep dive on that. Maybe not. That case is not that interesting to me. Now, we need to talk for just one little moment about professional journalist Jen Wood over there at the Fitz News. So look, I love to poke fun at Fitz News. It's one of my favorite things. And that Will Folks, I don't give a about Will Folks. I don't care about him. Not like in a terrible, he's a bad person way. He's just not that interesting to me to really care about, if you want to know the truth. But one of my favorite hobbies is making fun of Will Folks. That I do really, really adore. It don't know. It makes me giggle. So over there at the Fitz Files, they were breathlessly unfolding a scandal for us, and I was on it, following every moment. But here's the thing. Did y'all run out of information? Professional journalist Jen Woods, hit me back. Like, what? Oh, I can reach out to you on Twitter. Okay, so I'm going to have to send her a little message on Twitter, because I was getting all the details about the Rosebud murder case, and then all of a sudden they switched to some other case about a mother who is psychic, or her son died and she could feel it in her spirit. Of course she could. That's what mothers do. Every mother's half an FBI agent. Every mother is psychic. I thought that was common fare. That's just like saying mothers give birth to children, except for some mothers don't give birth to their children, but that don't make them any less their children. I can tell you right now, If one of my kids is sick, I can feel it in my spirit. If they walk into the room, I can look at their face and be like, okay, your temperature is 102, your stomach hurts, and your left hand has a cramp in it. Baby, I'm going to get you some ice cream. Go lay down. I'm going to be up there in a minute with the Tylenol. That's just how that works. That's called motherhood. So there's a tragic case out of South Carolina. I get the feeling that they just unalive people for sport in South Carolina. They'll kill you with a boat. They'll kill you with a gun. They'll kill you with all kinds of whatever. Their diet certainly will kill you. Also, I don't care about the South Carolina diet. I be picking on y'all because it's funny to me. But all that sweet tea, that is going to kill you. That's going to kill you dead. Especially if you're postmenopausal. All that sugar. Good luck. Giving you all that belly fat, killing over dead or heart attacks. How does anybody down there live past 60? Or do they? Are there people older than 60 living in the low country? Asking for myself. Anyway, you know I've gone far afield. I have taken no medication this morning. I probably need a Tylenol and a Pepcid or a Tums or something. I just have a little tummy ache. And if my mother was here, she would be able to look at me and be like, oh, yeah, girl, you need you a Pepcid or whatever, because that's what mothers do. So the Fitz Files has switched to another case that I'm like, about. So we're going to put the Rosebud murder case situation on pause, although I was living for everything about this trial, but no new information has come out. So when new information comes out, I will be all over it. Until then, I have to wait till they do a case that catches my interest. I checked out that rock star cheerleading scandal thing. Ew. That's about a bunch of grown men who was having nasty thoughts and doing nasty actions to children. No, thank you. Y'all got a lot of Pedialytes down there in South Carolina. What are y'all doing? So that case did not capture me. Also, cheerleading is a sport? Okay, so look, we are not a sports ball family. And so I get it that cheerleading is very athletic and whatever, and it requires a lot of you, and people feel like a sense of community in sports and all of that. Not me personally, but some people do. I understand that completely. If you're on whether you're on the chess team or the spades team or the cheerleading, football, whatever, I get all that, right? You get a sense of community. But these people are talking about their cheerleading careers. Your daughter's cheerleading career? Yes, there are professional cheerleaders, but I just thought that was something you did for 20 minutes when you was in your early 20s and then you went and got a real job. There's a whole industry and there are gyms dedicated. Listen, me listening to this podcast about the cheerleading people, to all the cheerleading and the cheer moms, it was a very serious thing. And I could tell that it was a very serious thing. And there was a crime that took place. So I was like, let me find out more about this crime. But in my head, it was the equivalent of saying, my cotton ball collecting career. My daughter has a very serious cotton ball collection, and she's building a strong cotton ball collecting career. And some of the cotton balls are made of wool, and some of them are made of organic cotton. We prefer the organic cotton. And so I asked her to sleep with a farmer so that she could get the real organic cotton for her cotton ball collecting career. That is what I am hearing as these people talk about cheerleading so seriously. And there are cheer gyms. Never heard of such a thing in my life. I did not know it exists. Still do not care. I hope everybody is safe and that their children are safe and that these people find the hope and the help and the healing that they need. But for me personally, don't mean a thing to me, as most sports do not. Okay, gossip, that means a whole lot to me. True crime means something to me. So everybody should find your passion. And if your passion is cheerleading, no judgment. If your passion is some other sports ball, I have many relatives who enjoy sports ball very much. Couldn't tell you what any of them are. I don't care. Okay. I have now gotten a little pep in my step. It is the healing properties of early morning gossip. Oh my goodness. Rise, sick lady, and walk. I might be able to rise and walk and go to the ShopRite. I am out here healing people by running my big old mouth. Who knew that was a thing? Okay, so I'm going to go to the 24-hour ShopRite and pick up some groceries. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling y'all where I'm going. What if somebody decides to stalk me? You don't know what ShopRite I'm going to. And a couple of them are 24 hours. Are they? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go buy some groceries, and maybe I could just order online. You don't care about this. This is not. Nobody gives up about me and my grocery shopping habit. But I do need to make a new batch of homemade dog food for the dogs, because of course I make homemade dog food for my dogs. What kind of mother do you think I am? And I need to get some food for the humans who live here as well, including myself. Okay. Y'all have a great day. I'm going to see you over there when we're ready for Miss Rita Pangalangan to get up here and lie straight to our faces. And then we're going to watch Judge Newman read her for filth, because we all know that that's how this is going to go. Y'all have a great, safe day. This is a babbling mess, but it is what it is. I'll see you soon. Oh, wait. We have memberships available. I do a terrible job of selling this channel because I just get up here and run my mouth. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. There are bingo cards so you can play bingo. People have been asking me, how do you become a member? I should make a separate video about that. Okay, I'll do that separately because this is at the end and it's an excellent chance that nobody is seeing this part right now. I could just stand up and take my pants off and do the hokey pokey and turn myself around and nobody is watching this part. So that's fine. Also, if you are a member and you're on my accidental live last night, I actually did take my pants off on video. Don't worry, I kept it G-rated for the most part, except for I did cuss a lot. I have a terrible sailor's mouth. Okay, members, if y'all saw the video last night, I'm sorry. I was a mess. I wasn't even drunk or whatever. I just was tired and I didn't feel good. And I accidentally made a live trying to make a regular video. I'm cute, but I'm not that bright. Thank God I'm cute. All right. Y'all have a great day. I'm going to have to make a separate membership video and how you join. Bye.